ya chia mu nyina e ka se rade enka mu nyina ho that's one
chairman
na wotwe na ye ka condition of service ho asa condition of service no na ye ka ho asa mtinka madam ya wawui ade a wasenka Ghana Education Service eye edema no per ye condition of service no eno na me pe
ya twere gu krata mu ne de asie
ya sign kama pa
ne ya gu krata mu
me hwehwe na me de aba na ya bobo so
aye dormant
me hwehwe na me de aba ade kura wakwa kwahye hini
papa ya na nse o mayi ni se o na nkɔhwɛ shipping authorities wi papa
death benefit awa ejisa wo ye chechire ni na wo free mu a sanka ye nua ba Rebecca Du ya wo kira de wo abe DAGHS our free mu enka de a wo service no Ghana Education Service yema no any death benefit I was section 38 of our condition of service. The sign na anu July 2024.
Okay.
Yeah, be 2026 no.
Yes, current
pa most current. Me ya ma me kwhwe omo mo sensan ye. Ya na no su hia me pa. Omo mo sensan. Document no.
Ene mani dimu.
Aha, ti me kwhwe omo mo sensan document no. Ono kra wo hin.
Wan fa free baby.
Man fa free baby. Collective agreement for teaching staff within the Ghana Education Service year July 2024. One more science signatories no Benjamin Atta, engineer, Chief Executive, Fair Wages and Salaries Commission, and I war honor witness for and on behalf of government.
Okay.
And you war Mamuli Andrews, honor Chief Director, Minister of Education, or and Eric Nkansa, Doctor,
yes,
honor Director General. Former Director General Ghana Education Service.
Yeah.
And Thomas Tanko Musa, yes. General Secretary of NAT. Witness for on behalf of teacher unions. Also sign. And Angel Kabunu. Also sign President Nagrat.
Yeah.
And King Ali Awudu, President CCT Ghana.
Yeah.
And the document here making valid.
Yes.
Authentic.
It's still working.
Yes. Original. It's in force.
Yeah.
It's in force. And this how you check in nanka free mati. And say na do.
Papa.
Document no mas sign kama.
Bookroom the kind.
No famu niama no nyadwuma.
Practically, you don't see anything.
On the death of an employee, transport expenses from the employee station,
okay,
or place of death to place of burial shall be borne by the service.
Okay.
So, on the death of an employee,
yeah,
transport expenses from the employee station.
Yes.
Baby or transport expenses ni nyina no. Service no was a den.
Or the car is one can nipa kunyina.
Baby, you be seen no. The transport expenses of the spouse. The transport expenses of the spouse.
So you couldn't
and dependent,
yes,
including belongings of the deceased from the station to the hometown shall be borne by the service.
So a Jumano necessary or swan in Yemena.
Etikani kunukra nena busian komusu amunche densu. Because Beman also eka and now bano eka won't say you
said about now who near mano and the girls will be no.
Education service and I can be funny in Nana Zamuti. So I can watch them all. 38.3 on the death of an employee. The service shall provide a coffin. Adaka. I the best no. And your coffin, a one be near coffin. Back on your cough.
Patrol.
And away a coffin.
Casket.
Casket. Okay. You be no be better say what the need to be an that's what. On the death of an employee, the service shall provide a coffin, or a stated amount in lieu of a coffin, and specific cartons of beer.
Yes.
That's how more meaning beer. A specific cartons of beer, schnapps, and crates of soft drinks, or an all-inclusive amount at the prevailing rate.
Yes.
In the public service.
Wow. Nefe. And then day.
Last 38.4. In the event of death, the spouse or dependent of a deceased member of staff shall be allowed to live in the house.
Okay.
Or other living accommodation provided by the service up to period of 3 months rent free. In the event of death of a spouse or a child, the service shall pay a compassionate donation at the prevailing rate in the public service.
That's why if you team grow we rent it ya.
Enti ya na mi bisa me ho say anyanyam bia sa de ya no mukwaye no. Ya na omukwaye de ye den. Mama to mama na monka.
Na chairman this me nje me ukikan nyina de ekoso o madwe mu ni say ye na ye enforce ye ntwere nko. So should we assay
ehin na wo twira ko say it should be ehin na wo de ko forms no wo hen. Why na ye twa bia ma ne da?
So you write through your service
To where?
I mean say education service or
To where?
through the district, region to national.
Okay.
Okay. Now yeah I the cover letter to so.
Okay.
Proof say the to so.
Okay.
The nyina to so. At the regional office on them.
Okay.
Then we national office, or then we make the claim.
Any way me amedi animu na ya test him na
that is it.
Shemra na ya adwuma family no ebe me frɛ family na mama ba.
Yeah.
Na mama my application.
Sir.
Na eka bi omobo wo na daka ho. Eka bi omobo ye wa yi no ho hye
card or yeah
card no one state card or state bi
that me can anyoma documents confirm
say near the nyina dey attach it. Yeah be address it to the Director General of Education.
We should test
through the regional director of education.
Yes.
Through the district director of education.
We give it to our lawyers.
So when they say we are testing the laws. Say ye hwese ade na o question sign no. Ayampa say eye adwuma na say o question sign na o de abrɛ sa.
So etoda ha the other letter na ekɔ no na letter nso carry weight o. Na nkwada ho amanfutura mo ho.
The letter so be address it to the district director of education. This is director the krata abeto so.
Yeah.
Na ekɔ Dr. Williams Kwame Apia Mankra. Regional director of education Ashanti. Na ekɔ no ho.
Yes.
Efiri ho a na ekɔ Professor Davis.
Yeah.
Kofi. Ona say so director general of education.
Yes.
Na ekɔ no ho won. Efiri Frank Biabuaten ho e barekese na ekɔ Kwame Amankra regional director education na ekɔ Professor Davis Kofi
na also the Amada appropriate quarters office
and not Omotia.
No that is what they have stated and we should make a demand of it.
That now say
chairman the way I would say e wo ni de nka ye ni nye ho ne nya bade a ye mpanfo kwaji tu mo no de a o mo sensan ho yi nka ye nka ba sa nka busua no nka how ne asudie bebre be free so because wo hwe aye ho nhyehyɛ aye ba na ensane ekwan e be fa so asie nipa ne ho ka no etimi ma busua no adwendwi bebre beto no so nti senka service na e wo mo no eboa na nka sa niema o mu kan nyina o mutimi ye ma ya nka at least ebetimi ayi brand bi afri abusua no so am yetimi
na that's one.
Yeah.
Omunim se munya ade na mo question science ade
we also ask I mean does it become binding? Oma kanisa no how ekwa be ne fa so ma no ye binding. They are bounded to do it.
Say unions no and I was say ye ensure say Sadi ya yen ye kwotena se represent teachers na yesensan no.
Yeah.
We should make sure say omo de ade na ye den ye adwuma.
Nti eni kwanse ye bu ye ni guso.
Nti ase ye kwotsensan ade ni wi a ne ya to krata ne ya ba betena e ba bi.
Kamia ye sa. Kamia na em say bureaucracy ni so na ma nipa bebre make I mean start process no. Say ne ye chire say be ko district na akọ region na akọ national follow up a wo be ye any ade no em say na ebu nipa bi abam tin say ne awo ka no it's about time say nipa bi so nya bre na china bi agina ba bi ne ye ka ye hunu ni ka ne yi say asem bi si ye di achire the omatwere ya omanya amaye they say we don't have any story say obi try and at the omatwere omanya ama no nyanti bi sa nti sa bre ya ye hunu ye try.
Okay.
Na me pese me yesenka omo agreement nka yesenka omo maye specific time period bi se bia nipa ni free mu a be 2 weeks or 1 month because yan fa timing bia na say periods bia nka ho no se ye twere kona 1 year ma ye ne bia nipa no bia 2 months time ne be sie nipa na se be na ye ho nhyehyɛ ya o se no so delay niema nka yesenka omo de time period bia na time frame bi ka ho na ye hu se bia nipa ni free mu a 2 months and now 1 month na yensa aka niema na omo ka ni nyina na se sika bi na omo de ba na yensa aka ne de yesa niema ni nyina
me hu ni say we krokro de John because ade o mbetu requirement cry wo ho no ene de o se nko mo kire requirement document a say nipa no odi attach now be make claim no and where you should start the process from.
And thank God we reading nipa almost sign. We have our own person there.
Yeah,
our general secretary is there.
Okay,
so he has the details of it. So when something like this happens and you're prompting her, I think so we show you the way.
Okay,
the way to go.
General secretary will be prompted. Now what we krata bi betodwa na a year revocation of recruitment and appointment.
Yeah.
Na a director general and a treasurer krata no. A year Prof Davis Kofi.
Yeah.
One a treasurer krata no. Say me phone when na me hwe date no. For date no am ken kan krata
na social media
the social media person me ken kan me ken kan na me hu you know otre edibai na otwe wo ha krata no kura wakwa kodi ya am hwehwe na kira kwa woni wo ha am hwehwe na kira kwa na menkenkan mu nsem no na memfa nche na mentwe etiefo adwene ensi niema bi so na niema bi wo ho a ya na ha adwene kakra niema bi ha adwene papa a se bia ye no si nyina yamfo ya no antum na yanka bia menyini se o man na ya kikire na beboa ye
da bi da the politicians na faman no
o ma faman no na omo de ye ne omo ankasa ye den just because odi party bi achi na party na ye den aba power any man position nti man position a the ono so person odi position ni ye bia na o de ye den o de ye krata ye 17 February 2025 revocation of appointment and recruitment. A threat to all the regional directors, district directors, municipal, metro, and one more kika. I say, pursuant to the letter dated 10 February 2025, with reference number on the above subject matter from the office of the president, I wish to inform you that all recruitment of teaching and non-teaching staff who have not been placed on the payroll yet have been revoked with immediate effect in accordance with the Chief of Staff's directive. All regional and district municipal Wanwani directors are to ensure that this directive is strictly adhered to. You would be notified of any further directive concerning this issue as and when it's necessary.
Right. Chairman, where revocation of
signed
appointment.
Professor Ernest Kofi Davis, Acting Director General of Education.
Yeah. Chairman, where you nipa ya baina ofri so no, e ma fa won adwuma. Na abane kire say one I fa won just moment to December 7 no. Yes, sign eyomudin afri adwuma akodo wa fa mo ewo mo. Asha say no mo say teacher for enka ho. Sa na memete no. Om say teachers and nurses enka ho. Be ko wi asen say ne okenkan yi every teachers quarters and I say directorate na eba national. Ono na watwe de nsa asha ase. Na eya rehosem pa say ya for adwuma. Na wasesa onkuku nkeka nyina de akoba bi e de ukoye. Wama form nso e de omagu nkra se teacher for na making. Ba bi e de omakogu na ye sa be ka kire o say appointment na terminate no. Sa bet na fie now you don't know when you be reinstated. Bro for de omatwe na so reapply na ade ba enye no kre. Yes say terminate appointment no you don't know when how betimi asa enye adwuma ye. Me de nka ni je mu no de e bi anka nhwehwemu bi. Kamu ye nhwehwemu say nipa no unqualified to be there. And as unqualified to be there. It's then that you take the person out. But say the politics. Ne ama yourself near this say adwuma it say there. Chairman ade ha adwen bebre. Ade ha adwen. Na mentia say politicians no yes I say you do me I do you. O kan de omo no kan say aban no ba so ebra no omo no wa aban mu no nipa omo form adwuma bro be sorry free aban mu no aban ne ba aban ne be yi won nyina efiri ho nti won so ade bi ya aban no Now what you want now dream we who asafo nti ye die no mo po man. What you was 24 hour. 24 hour one am workers be bra. At the end of the day your rotation will go on. Ebebo am why. So the most important thing is to have look into their document. Say they qualify to be there or not. And san we nipa no e dey free.
Me stress unions no and sorry. Unions no.
So I say the unions are in engagement with government. Yes. I saw some pictures and I read something about it.
Unions no nkeka sorry.
So
because say I'm sorry aban bia ba no tete teacher for fa hodie so.
I know correct.
Recruitment almost started December.
Dabi.
Almost started 2024 beginning of the year.
E be crat na
fi. Any be portal no ni ade ni nyina ye etu mu mo apply. Ento mu close ade ni nyina be say I think September or August wo. Ena ya ma mo appointment letters before December 7th aye to aba. Now what check crat say why you want to pay rolls bia no your appointment had been revoked. Ghana party
Anyoma hard
no
angel continue engaging people niema nipa adwen eba niema ekoso so cause nipa bi di niema bi achi ayente niema bi ase no kre ni nipa no onya adwuma o watena fie wa wie school kuta ne nkrata ya bie ama ne kwanya se oh pa adwuma ya bie kwanya fa nkrata ko go fata ye be fa wa yes anioma we nyina ama ya fa na adwuma aban foforo bi ba so se nyem na me fa o nti
Dana
nyem na me fa o nti
ma me bra so o hwe sa appointment ya revoke ya ade asem na o kan fa ho
Chairman,
any brisema who sempa.
Chairman, me da si bebre. I said last week, I said meeting. I said last week or last week. So can one say teachers in Kaho.
I mean, because me did say teacher for
Kaho. Teacher, who say young crow for Kaho. No, cause say over 11,000 teachers and a year affected. A year rehosem because we nyina Ghana for ma. Omu nyina nso no ewo akwanya se omu ye adwuma enti time ye hwe time ye defa omu no ene yenim Ghana asese ye de ye fa waban adwuma mu ansa na usika beba no bia be 6 months ansa na usika beba enti enye omu no effort omu na ye aban ne fa omu na se omu apply na ye recruit omu no omu enye omu fault ye delay bi na bi e ba ye se ye ntimi afọ manto payroll so ntem enti se aban ne ba no obeka sa asem no kire etichafo a no kwasem se woni teacher for any ye enti me gidi se bibi beti ye beti ye bibi afa ho ye mpanyimfo no ene director general montena se na omo nkasa na yensamfa sankrofo ni nyina because over ye here teachers ye wo baby bebre teachers ni ho ban no afa say teachers nyina de o makọ nkurase ama o makọ teneton obi ho a wakọ han 90 said de na ye bra Desmond Elkan wakọ han dan sesa ne niam nyina de free baby o te de ko na o si won san sesa ne niam ansan fa mra na chi a no kwasem se enya de a se aban no koso no ne ye di sa agro na ye ni beje ho nti o mo mpe kwan
makọ da bi akọ han dan makọ da bi no me ne na wa patra pa he ya wakọ ha dan e won kran o ye de ne to nkran la kwanta nan am wo free Kumase akọ ha dan na no ofre me be 3 days ago ofre me o Sunday letter ne brem na ayesu abaya o
obesun
abaya afi no watimi abomodin awie University of Education
for you know obesu kura jini sika kakra
Masha
obesu kura jini sika kakra
de no kura de ye fe no to ho ye fe no to ho
yeah
when your appointment ani abato obi ani hwe ye one de o ye Ghana ni oye Ghana ni
yeah
and ya fa na dwuma
o qualifying
and me no ka say a teacher for cry we still need more teachers
yes
atuma mponua they need over 300 teachers one district as I speak say see am no
this school am wom JHS nipa 2 na manage JHS teachers 2
and a chira de o
JHS 1 and 2 teachers 2
and a chira de o e ju ba chira maths oba chira science
obi o
ma chira twi oba chira social
yes
oba chira one career technology ba ko no fence
home economics
na wa chira ne akeka ka hu nyina aram yi ni ade atwi nyina oba chira nipa 2
to we chira 4
we still need more teachers. And media, I think
if you don't know what is on the ground, I
think that this letter is needless. I just come to letter no cry.
And say union I
just come to
we should stand for our people. Say on what basis they didn't see any part unqualified. Yes. Unqualified. And I say your portal on one be. You know, you open the portal and the people applied. They follow due process. And what they ntiti ntina obepam ne frɛ adwuma
and a nipa
ɔman ne mmra so ma kwan sɛ so timpa obi frɛ adwuma mu sa
Desmond a nipa a yafo omo adwuma mu ya nhyɛ da amfa party card and a foul
dabi
and you name who is NPP, who is NDC, who is PNC,
Sir.
who is PPP.
sa ne tie chairman
All that we know is that they are all what? Ghanaians.
Yeah.
Ghana man no more
And this time round, they voted
yes
for this new government
Aye.
because they thought to say this new
So.
government can do more for them.
sa
And the nyina yakoto aba and the yi omampani and na pamfo. So meboa no mumu mai no mai.
Yeah.
Na mo betia konwa no so na mo di we sha ase mu di die ya we ayatem papa.
dabi emu yɛ ne nguso we nya
Ɛyɛ papa.
dabi ɛmfa asɛm ne sɛ yɛ tra saa na de
Ko ba man krofo awuwu
kwa
krofo pressure be kum krofo because obi akwaje botia.
bosia no de kɔ han dan ne sɛ bosome so ne ma me sika me de abetu
Ti de betia se de wo
matress
kan.
kura ɔkɔda so kura no wagye bosia na akoto
Hwɛ.
ɛde kɔto
Se de na wo kan recruitment no kura na bi wo kura niam bi ye den.
Ah,
Ekom.
nanka.
People paid 10,000 and others
ansana
for the appointment.
sa
And now they have the appointment. Some even paid 15,000. They have the appointment. How news or Baba Yajuma, no Tianica, as I could Jibusia, I die, Aquatinum, to find Aquatina Cotrade. Next, I dear Chin was his son in Yemen in the class in the Bunny Fee in the Chrome. See a Yimadia, a Sembe pan, a Chrome for ever Cafani Pano. Yapasi a Kum Nipana and I see a Pasi any day. Ghana form
psychologically a honey passa ya man
Ghana form penny for your Slamo, Obian solid. When your party yourself.
dabi
And then you do me, I do you as yeah, the nimu one people no one this is nimu. The nimu say a Ghana for
sa
ye chefe woman say ye nyina your one right as Ghanaians.
sa
Obian one right to Ghana has obia.
Yeah.
Now we all Ghanaians, we all have equal right as Ghanaians.
wo ye ma 4 years a wo di wie ya wo free so no wasa aba be pre 4 years o wonya Ghana fo ato am wonya aban ya otwa mu aye sa de we ma wo tenche wo ka kire ne se ade na wo ye na wo set bad precedent
And people
that was
for
the
years
way you
and
said
yet
or set bad precedent
Now-
na wo ba ya na wo so be ya de na emfata ne sa wo so de oba ya cross reset
man me gidi say we no de ye GS de saa de we no ye dwuma na ye koye no ye fire ye mfa party colors bia
Dabi.
enti eni kwan say omo de saa asem we die no kwasem say asem we no die nya de say ebetimi ayi so bia ye revoke an appointment bia no from today going omo nsa mani pakro no nsa nko no nkonko na dwuma because emfa kwam na emfa mra kwan bia so because wontimi hu say we ye NDC ni na wontimi hu say we so ye MPP ni na say in all no kran so we ye NDC we ye MPP enyina Ghanaians and ye nyina qualify say ye adwuma na adwuma no nso no sɛ wohwehwem na hunu sɛ nipa no ebia wamfa kwan pa so anaasɛ ne certificates bi enye de a wobɛtumi revoke na sɛ nipa no afa ekwan a yɛde to wɔ sɛ obia mfa so mfa nye adwuma na ɔde apply na woba bɛka kyerɛ sɛ wontimi ne saa nipa no nye adwuma no kwasɛm sɛ aban no ne ani ne yi
Why adwuma since September?
Yes.
Ebi mu nya appointment September.
that's academic
Ebi mu nya adwuma October.
Yeah.
Ebi mu nya appointment November. And sakura ne ba beto aba.
yes
Any about 20 ni hwe
sa
and even at all say after election kura na ye fa na adwuma mu
Aye.
the person deserves it
yeah
because nipa na o ma appointment no bi say per the constitution or who quite say
Conse-
o ma
o ma
appointment
appointment.
and not only appointment
Sir.
yes
these are clear things I want say yen as Ghanaians no ye the political party colors ye dey eto
Eto
nchen
nchen.
na ye face fact e kan no kre
no cry pa chairman sa na tie
be sira mo Ghana
Aye.
for mpani for mo nsole
na teacher union no so sorry yen tena ho hwe me emfa we ni yen kofo no we don't do that sorry yen fa ne tra say ato
I learn say nurses no so omani abre pa
sorry teacher union say sorry
omomo e pa because say ye kire ho ma
sit down and look on for this to happen
o ma fa we ni sia na hwe ne ebesi but ye dey sira mo Ghana for mpani for e your mind ye nyina ekekere Ghana ye nyina ye dia nya obi dia esi na obi we all have equal right as Ghanaians ye ba se ye koto aba wo one vote me so me one vote ye kira dwen a wo adwene ye baako me so ma adwene ye baako
yes
ye de tumi mawa tumi no ye mfa ntiatia nipa so o
David
saa asɛm mi hyɛ aseɛ kan no dadaada amanfoɔ ntie da bia me kan ne mabu mi bɛ sɛ ɔpa so mpa so ɔpa ngoma so no ya na nyɛ nanumɔdɛ ne mmoma yɛ deɛ ni yie mu a NPP foɔ hyɛ aseɛ losing right from the first day to abama o and this thing has also started
yes
because nipa edi akyire akoto aba ama ban yɛ ɔte so ya ye nim se obeye ade e beboa ye no na wo ba ya first thing say hey appointment ya de ama ye ti ye nko ye adwuma no wo ba be gi appointment na ye dey afri ye nsem
ye nim bre be say nya adwuma mpo aye o
yamra base pay so base pay
yeah
am say na wotwe negotiation e course so na negotiation e course no base pay ababonten base pay ababonten
yeah
ama o mama 10% effective January 1st
yeah
effective January 1st
yeah
yes base pay effective January 1st up to 31st December 10% na ye de mai na me guso na nakwasi kire we Hello FM reporter ono so ye teacher ni utien na nakwasi kire was more fire keep the good work and to oboma basopa in fact base pay no ya ma 10%
na labor union dey send a call e propose say
ade no na me de me hu ni say ade no maka ne dem dada o
na one labor
ma me bo voice Collins be voice mame be bo voice mame voice no be confirm say before say e beto aba no kra no maka ade na to awie dada but the edikan no de to so mi ni na ntie de o mampani as say what akonya so e kan ye
yes o kotena mu bi nso
too intimidating. It has never happened in this country.
Yes.
Say you go negotiation, I'm a president. Aqua negotiation table.
Because chairman,
it has never happened.
Yes, why you be that man?
Because opening one union leaders in there. I don't blame them.
Yes.
Union leaders, I don't blame them because Penina Kasa to the first gentleman on the land. I bet now what's up on Pobeti na kase yampene.
Akochi do Ghana had was so 2 for wa wo nwene contract ho.
Dabi.
2 for the koko so.
Ana babia na aduru nukra na nuru bra so mampani ko hobi.
Dabi.
Sadia no yatwi akoba. Ena enka.
Ai, ena obamu.
O mampani wo ho kwan so obamu.
The first day we starting negotiation no. O mampani akwakotina.
Obeso 20. So 20.
Because no nim say nya de say sa 10% no buy be atum.
Last year, you my 23% first half.
Yes.
And you my 25% second half. But voice in the maminti. You my 23 first half. And you my 25 second half. And no plan is for minor and yet.
And your mind yet.
What the bonamiti?
Cooler in our firm.
Last year, they are my cooler.
Was last 2 years, right?
Yeah, no, last 2 years there was no cooler. But all the munti.
COVID time.
Yeah, COVID time. Yeah.
And all of them. And all of you are clamoring for allowances, increase in your allowances and so on and so forth. Let me caution you that in 2025, inshallah, after we take over, we will show you the books and the finances of this country. And you realize the harm that the MPP administration has done to Ghana's economy. This country is broke. And so we would beg you that when we come into office, give us a bit of a honeymoon. Let's put things in place so that we can bring the economy back on its...
This is what John Dramani Mahama has been saying.
And I'll plead with the teachers' unions, NAT and NAGRAT and UTAG and TEU and all of them. And all of you are clamoring for allowances, increase in your allowances and so on and so forth. Let me caution you that in 2025, inshallah, after we take over, we will show you the books and the finances of this country. And you realize the harm that the MPP administration has done to Ghana's economy. This country is broke. And so we would beg you that when we come into office, give us a bit of a honeymoon. Let's put things in place so that we can bring the economy back.
Honeymoon na union leaders no. President. Because what catch them on dada. And I'm a boy.
Okay.
Honeymoon no dey there.
Odi am 10%.
Who ni say? yɛn mpanimfoɔ no ɔmo anwene yɛ ho
nokwasɛm paa
yɛn mpanimfoɔ no they did not think about the ordinary worker.
We shouldn't trust them. Those who go for negotiation. Say we the ordinary workers, no, we will remain poor and they will go and enrich themselves.
Yes.
And the nipa biaka na kana
no kwa kwagia demude de emfa nko
so
ho because me no I know my general secretary of NAT. I know him very very well.
Yeah.
But the man me hu say omutimi yes ade ne say papa no ankasa the first gentleman na akokogbo wura ho
akotena mu bi
ana wo hia wode ono ankasa de to wo tete na me de be ma
wadum asem no wadum
na wo pie ye no ohwe mfoni ni ade a na eba no a o se na yes omanim yes na just 10% na ye adwumayefo na ye wo fom na yesu no mpanifo na ye den esre
omo onkyeremu bi a ye de ye ni sa
omani age
omo onkyeremu bi a ye ni sa
ye so omo onkyeremu bi o ha ye nimu ade su come and tell us
nti nyankopon ya adona bi a next week no afre ba akona de na to so na ye ni na bobon komo na ya bi
se na time na your man penyin okọ na the right time say yes okọ
you know others ebi musu uchiremu say it is humility o say na ebi musu uchiremu
humility be
you say ahobrase say okosra adwumayefo say mepamochao say
o mayenfa ye propose amra
sa
wo nkrofo a musi wanam
that is it
ye fa ye propose amra aban ne fa no propose amra ya twia no ade no enim se mu aye den no a entimi nyina no then the man penny will come in but just what you say na wo ko ye no a wakwa koma 10% nenne me no ka say enema boy answer na ye penny for nkwa na nkomba gi atum no na wo se omo so no omo contract no omo so sign undertaking say si eji wo ya tum for 2025 wa efi sa break ko muntu petrol efi sa break ko niema bo nya den enko soro because the dia ma 10% is only 4,000 10% is 400
Ghana cedis chairman we ASC
400 Ghana cedis
na be kwa ketua ho
for bosome
tax e be sa ti wo
ye beto tax ye beto tomatoes
petrol bu onyina fa akọ
ye to cement im ye to 80 na wo sen ko mo sign undertaking say 10% no oyama honeymoon yes we are giving you the honeymoon but give us honeymoon bi honeymoon na so dey mine say if you say break kopem 31st December no ye nto niamam
sa
eniama bo be koso aye dey agina die gina ni nyina ye hu say ye the bet aye dey aboye mu a ye chichire wo man no ye reset Ghana
sa na tie
but just ati
sa in fact now they all discount with 10% many part now at the end of the day you know intimi meet the cost of items and your man with inflation is still going high now in fact so be about
chairman yes 10% ye teacher for na yesu
me hu ni say
yesu pa
me hu ni say ye ni esika
sa
na obi gi 84,000 no di 84,000 o man 10% 8,400
80 million titisika no
on one so
David
there was 84,000 no so money 10% 8,400 on onsu na the only 4,000 ya only 3,000 ya who come on 10% 300 Ghana cedis
and obi catch us say no obi ebu nkonta no ka percentages na we say percentage of what
yes
10% of what
yes
abusia for me
10% of 3,000 10% of 2,500
I am highly disappointed in our labor leaders I am highly disappointed 10% no yamfanye den
e dey na timito
hwe omampani Jalijan Rollins wo so no
ai
ebra na omampani dada watwa mu aye president Kufuor o ka che se Jalijan Rollins aye den wa se oman no nti obai obe declare oman no call dey epic
and highly indebted poor country
and ono no so ne mpranifo betena so na de o so mu die bia o mu so di ye
yes sense no
ye wie ye no ana omo no koye ana o mampani
Atamels
onyame fa ne kransie ono no obai o mai 15%
yes
ana ono so ebai wo so o mai na ye broke
yes
wono so ne mpanifo betena so de o so mu die wo mu di ana omo koye
yen ka asema
ana o mampani jo mahama bai ba for first 4 years omo be ka kire so o ma winam na na ye den akufo ade so o mai na say
it's a cardinal principle for us to tell the truth at all times. We all knew the economy was in crisis, but some of the things I'm discovering myself, I mean, it's been a criminal handling of our economy. And Ghana is a crime scene, actually. because how a government can have been so reckless, I cannot understand. But we're faced with a reality, and our options are very few. We can behave like the ostrich and hide our heads in the sand and let the economy crash. But then what effect would it have on Ghanaian households and everybody? And so I've told him, I said, cut expenditure as much as you like. Even we ourselves in Office of Government Machinery, cut as much of our budget as you like, because we all must make those sacrifices. A certain distrust of the political class has arisen, because it's like when everybody else is tightening their belts, the political class is loosening its belts. But I want to assure you that we're all going to tighten our belts, and there will be no wasteful expenditure. It is said that we create and share. And so let's start cooking the meal now so that we can share when we have created. But right now, the meal is not only insufficient, the cooking pot is even leaking. And so I'll just appeal to you that let's temper our demands for this year. And once we get out of the woods, we've set good targets to bring inflation down so that the cost of everything will come down. We've set targets to grow the economy, to make things better. And when the cake is baked and it's bigger, we'll share bigger. We are proposing an independent emoluments committee that would set the incomes for everybody from the president right down to the ordinary laborer. We're prepared to walk this journey with you, but I just appeal to you that let's reach agreement on this one so that we use this year as the year of correction. And then after we've corrected, we'll see how the economy continues to go. Once the economy moves in the direction that we are all hoping for, we all, if we have an independent emoluments committee, maybe if you suggest 35%, I'll support you because it will affect my pay too.
This is what John Dramani Mahama has been saying.
And I'll plead with the teachers' unions, NATS and NAGRAT and UTAG and TEWU and all of them. I know all of you are clamoring for allowances, increase in your allowances and so on and so forth. Let me caution you that in 2025, inshallah, after we take over, we will show you the books and the finances of this country. And you realize the harm that the MPP administration has done to Ghana's economy. This country is broke. And so we would beg you that when we come into office, give us a bit of a honeymoon. Let's put things in place so that we can bring the economy back on its...
Liberty.
I'm also negotiation 10% base pay.
10%, no.
Government workers. Some number one yaje. Say
Chairman, figure it out now quickly. Calculate near calculation. Now, Chairman, I can't say any breed. 10% na dream no mitrimina ne say. So also my salary na 10%. Make sure say economy no is unstable.
Yeah.
Because see a woman say 10% in yamayo. Tiska kakra me won say mitimi to bibia. Na say somia. Say 10% ne ba. I was say mitimi to na me to more na still enya excess.
How do be to it?
Yeah. Intesi an say oman no entumi anyina say de o say gina no a. I think say we will push for a cooler.
Yes.
Of 15%. Chairman, that is the only thing because see ano say only obi edin komo na o de ofere for betina mu a. Chairman me hwe TV.
yeah.
We say the union leaders ni to no ma yedin obi an ka hwe. Yes, since I we how many days ni has anyone come out?
No.
They've not come out.
Mm-hmm.
It means they are comfortable, but they should have air out their grievances to the president. Say, and they say, oh my 10 dia making sure say economy no is stable.
Yeah.
But why my economy no is stable dia? And you beba, and what about be for cola of 15%?
Yeah.
Chairman,
and 15% mum na kwaje. Cola 15.
Send you become na 25. Ne who say you jina that then.
Okay.
And a biom me tie president no oka say cutting unnecessary expenses and some allowances misre no allowances no mo cut no omo hwe na CPD ni de geta no mo pom sankoka
ne mu nti
ena nye de ono ye government na de geta na
chama
at
the presidency no oka no
okay ena omo ka say afi we omo de correction ye say correction no omo ye na afi we no ebe no ma ebe boa Ghanaian worker na ma Ghanaian worker live well but ye de nanim fere age 10% na tuma eno nkire se labor union no kra ye tena sedin ye gusu aye hwe nti se no ma nkoyi a chairman will still come out
and ebe boje ni mu party se brebi a bo mu ama NBB for say ye ka say we want cola ya na charge
na chairman dia beto nkra se na teacher for a man mema sorry na ye gina kwa ho peka akọ bia ye kira de aka no mfro ba miensa ho
ai
ese onya de do be ko straight o
ufri abreport junction
ye ko so kumase ano no
we si bushen na bushen wakosi wo ye friend say akukọ space
ai
na wakosi wo Sofia ukọ barikesi ansa no anya barikesi de aye den
de
akọ nti ube hu fo no church sa beduru no na ukashi kana watwa na aye den na aye double abeni fo okumi amfo mani hwe sa ne ma no
nti we commissioner
so mu bie fa so papa
yeni ka bia so enam kwan so se fa teacher fo
omo fo mani enhwe sa de no omo tete ne mama na watwi no ho demonstration bi ko so ewo eye Ofuase Senior High School, of course.
Okay.
Ofuase wo ai be kwai kwa mu. Headmistress ne ho asem ba ha bre bi atwam.
Okay.
Na me kan. But I didn't mention the name of the school and the headmistress.
Yeah.
Me kan wa ha. And when it is coming, it is doing. On say we ade no na we no kokua mu a epia bonten.
Sesa.
En show tap nkyerani a.
Oje
wo. Mami yes won fa teacher for kra nya hwe. Na campus school for nkwala no do mai bibi
chama ejina be bia na appointment ni free
he na appointment no wo kwa wo de be kwa na o ma bani akufu ado se o ti sa krata bi o Ghana
da
o ma bani akufu ado se o betimi atwe krata bi asan wa ha amana ya adwuma
na nra ya ba o mi as begging Mahama
yes
I did a graphic
I just to me no wo kwa wo fanya dey wo nko
we na ye kan sa no me kai say president current president also any ministers in no o use word bi say e ma mo enkoya aniamo sen bia nkyere Ghana fo
o kan sa kwa
entesi ya na madam kroya ne ho aba asem yi a wombu a teacher fo no ye expect education minister say obe act
chama demonstration ka wo chirem
oh demonstration no aniama ne bebre o school fo nkwada no edem